Welcome to this space of mine that I'm opening up. Just taking some moments to adjust to doing this and for beautiful souls to come in. Hello, EJ. Hey, Matthew. So while I'm sitting with these energies as the opening and the clarion call, so to speak, has gone out with this live today, I just want to welcome you to this space and welcome to my house. It's along those lines. So I've brought in a lot of protection. I've already spoken and opened this up around a dozen times in the last hour of how and what I was going to say when I came on. So welcome into the space as you each come in. There's a lot all at once. And there's those of you that know me, they really well. Some may just be new to the Blue Beyond Guide sharings. Some may have known me for years growing up. Some people know me from my time in the military service. So there's all these different, excuse me, as I cough and clear, there's a lot of movement, a lot of throat clearing, which is the chakra, throat chakra releasing, clearing as I do, speaking and voicing something new to the planet that has not been spoken in this way before. This is about us not holding back or hiding who we really are in our personal sacred spaces, because many of us need to adjust with others that we speak to that do not feel as deeply and understand what we do and see in visions and using our intuition and gut feelings and all of that. And so we tend to stick together. And that sticking together of each of us, you're welcome, Carrie, of each of us being individuals and now coming together in our individual spaces and going, I know exactly what you mean of that vibrational energy of what you're saying for me. And it's so many of us have known each other before. We are from ancient times. We are re-meeting, we are regathering, and I've been asked for the planet, and there's many others that do what they do. I've been asked to provide a brand new platform for us to gather together in this safe divine space of what I call Avalon energies. Means you need to have this vibration to even get in the door excuse me, to watch this video. It's a form of protection that those lower energies and attacks are not permitted, are not able to raise their vibration to come in to attack, because they got nowhere to go, nothing, because I'm just purely a mirror of the divine, of spirit, of source, of God, back of pure divine unconditional love. And that's how I roll. And there's a lot of competition energies and a lot of comparing that goes on. So I've had to personally pull away, because I'm not into that. I have learnt a lot. I've been very naive in the past in opening myself up and trusting people. So I'm creating a real new way of all my multifacets of myself, because I am many, and many of you are feeling this. You're feeling a lot better. You feel these facets coming together. Everybody at the moment is in a different stage and phase. We've never been presented with this before. We've never made it this far before from past lives. This is the ending of our personal karmic cycle this lifetime. And those of you that resonate to this and know it's for you know exactly what I mean by feeling and not logically trying to understand and work out from the head what I'm talking about and saying. Somebody that may not understand the words and the terminology I use, it doesn't matter. It's the feel, it's the energy, it's the love, it's the lightness. You'll get the glimpses of what you need for you. Because today, where I'm making this an out of time live divine video. This is a first and a last. I'm going to share. I have so many pages written, and I rested well last night because I will present this live as guided in the moment and very quickly. When I say I have a direct link with Source, I mean a direct link as a messenger, as a vessel and a channel, voicing something new to the planet of, no, you have not been here where I am. When I share something, and this is said with great love. Remember, I'm Greek, I'm passionate, and I come across but that's the teacher in me, and I've been bossy since I was a little girl, and fuck it, I love it, that's part of me. So it's about owning those bits, and it just takes a long time. Well, it did for me, to own those bits. So as I'm raw and real here with you, it allows you to see authenticity. What's lacking is the true authenticity behind a lot of people of what, and bless them, but let go, of each is doing the best they can with what they need to go through. Okay, big shift coming. That was the introduction. It's 9 minutes. So I will not be, Yasunitsa, I will not be following time today. For the first time, I'm going to allow myself the energy space to clear everything out multidimensionally, multifacetedly. Look at this as fantasy. Look at the visions and the stories of things I share, because I'm going to share something very, very interesting. I was just given what harmonic convergence. Now, the word harmonic was newly created as given to me. Same as emotional bypassing was newly created as a grandmaster in bringing through what I'm bringing through, was newly created for the planet. A lot of the stuff is behind the scenes and hidden, and it's time for these to come out now. Okay, another big shift coming through. I know a lot of you know this. There's knowing and experiencing are worlds apart. That saying was created many years ago, and much of what, as an ascension pioneer, tip of the spear, firstly in spirit and soul, linking both through the emotions, I've been shifted to a very high energy vibration to be able to be here and deliver this to you. And so people compare and they compete. Competitiveness and jealousy in spiritual ascension is huge. And at the moment, there's so much competitiveness around and jealousy. So we just need to take a little bow and step back from all of that, because energies and connections with especially mothers at the forefront and fathers are being smashed in some way, broken, smashed, removed in many different ways. And there's so many of you I've spoken to, ailments, health, they've just cut off. There's just all various different ways, and the shock has shattered many. It's a 3-day shattering. It has shattered many, because the big game plan has altered. Love is the answer and the key. We're back to basics. Okay? Let me continue. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Now, I'm just asking what to share firstly. It's all here. I wanted to do today, and we can only aim and then we wait for the guidance. And so it's not until we're in the very moment that I'm here delivering to you that I have many options, and I pause and I wait for the guidance of the energy resonation of hearing a dragon, feeling a dragon humming, of which bit of information to go next with you. So slowing down, I've written about it, you may know about it. The only way to ascend is by slowing down to feel and intuit. There's many golden keys that are going to be coming through here today. These are golden, divine, pure, sacred energies. We're going to do a clearing of the third eye of corruption energies that came through recently that I did not write about, because I didn't want to put it out there for people to ask questions. What did that mean? Because I've been being consciously awake for 25 years, knowing and feeling I had a very big role and mission with humanity. It's something that cannot be put into words when you feel that calling and you know you need to be on the stage. There's a couple other people that have said exactly how that felt for them, the way that I received that, and also knowing from when I was a little child when Jesus came and lifted me up. So big release of energy right now. This is a planetary divine healing for all of a harmonic convergence. Again, harmonic convergence. I wanted to start with basics today and cover all layers and levels, and Spirit is going, no, you need to go straight to the deep end, and they'll either stay or they'll leave from this. Okay, so harmonic convergence was something that was given to me months ago when I was delivered to bring through something, and it didn't exist. I researched harmonic convergence did exist, and I had to look into what was a harmonic convergence. And it was a name given to the world, and I'm only going to go briefly here. The rest you can look up for yourself. You need to be a seeker for your soul. Was given to the world's, and even if you know more details about it than me, shift the head. Please just sit with what I'm sharing. Stay on this vibrational wavelength with me. Notice any thoughts or the head. Just feel this divine grandmaster energy presence in ninth dimensional energies. Allow yourself to have a break and a rest and a breath. I'm going to see what comments are because I've been guided to. I've been stopped. So let me see. Parents and children, childhood, all things coming up for release. Yes, addictions are coming up. Head-on facing addictions, and that's why I was guided to offer the Super Masterclass number 4, limited 10 to 12 numbers. There's still a couple of positions available. An exchange has been asked that it is beyond the exchange asked because they are priceless. Yet it's not about money, it's about energy exchange, and I'm only able to ask what I'm guided, and it's always tenfold is given to the exchange that's asked. So if anybody's interested in doing on addictions, the souls that have been part of that have already broken the chains and the restraints, already starting to break the addictions. I mean when I say when my divine life one-on-one healings through myself are absolutely life-changing. Always for the better. Survival, there's survival. And I'm also getting, thank you, Eileen, because you wrote that last shift you mentioned is the pains in my neck and shoulders have been there for 3 days. Fabulous synchronicities, harmonic. Yes, this one I'm doing is humonic, H-U. So I'm not sure if you realise that, EJ, when you wrote harmonic convergence. Because Shakina and others are part of another harmonic convergence this year. This is not that. I'm on my own branch of humonic, and I'll share what that means in a minute. Way beyond. Yes, it is. And Blue Beyond was given to me many years ago before I knew about Blu-rays. And then the guide was added a few years ago when that website name was created for me. So okay, so I'm going to continue. Thank you. Just linking all your energies in. Thank you for being here, even if I haven't called out or mentioned, and you're getting the vibrations as I go through all the names for being here. Now, the harmonic convergence was the name given to the world, that's harmonic convergence, to the world's first synchronized global peace meditation that happened on August 16th and 17th, 1987. So, and that event also closely coincided with exceptional alignment of planets in the solar system. There's also one happening currently. Okay, we're bringing in a new timeline upgrade shift right now. So everyone just take a moment, pause and breath, and breathe. Take a breath. So visualize your chakras in your body just getting flushed. We've just shifted into a new planetary year, as shared by Celia Fenn, with the information that comes through with me, with what I bring through, is synchronized with when and what Celia brings through. And I love learning from her beautiful gifts, what it is uniquely with her. She's the person I resonate to most on the planet with what's being brought through. And also what I share is very often when Cryon will share something, I will share at the exact same time of below, underneath the iceberg of what Cryon brings through. And I'm not famous and well known. So that energy we put out, we be masters in our own spaces and let the rest take care of themselves is what it is. We know I'm here bringing through a new platform with you joining me here today. Thank you. We've waited a very long time. The harmonic convergence that I've been asked to bring and ground in that new energy on the planet is us as our very own planets uniting. The harmonic convergence closely coincided with an exceptional alignment of planets in the solar system. The harmonic convergence is us as our very own planets uniting, and in doing so we can shift and heal an exceptional solar system shift, okay? That is how fucking huge and big. And as we align with each other, what it was said about the harmonic convergence was when the planets align, spiritual energy is greatly amplified. So as we unite and gather together on this new platform, spiritual energy is greatly amplified. And I'm sharing now, kneeling here, stake in the ground, declaring on a solar system level. This is so big. I'm going to go into more about you or your own planet later on. I have some beautiful things to share there. So then I was guided. See, when we're guided, when you bring something new or when it's not in books, you in your ascension path, you'll go to a point where you're unable to read. And many of you also have reached that for yourselves, maybe some time ago, maybe recently. Now, please let me know. This has told me that the visual's not happening. This has happened before. So please, if someone could message me, if you can still see me, that would be great. We are creator gods of our own planets. We are our own planets. I've actually done a masterclass on you are a creator god of your planet. That can be found on a link to that on my website. Okay, so I need to keep going. That. Then, so I'll just wait for someone to comment that you can still see me and hear me. Beautiful. Thank you. I'll keep going. So, bless. So then Spirit took me to another article. This is all credit to all these authors. I got this very quickly before I came on. So this can be found on the internet. Credit to everyone that shared this. And then it shared a bit about airbending. Now I'm like, let's keep it a bit real. Let's keep this grounded with the fantasy, what I call fantasy visions is the best way to accept the energies. But our fantasies are reality. So it said airbending was a side effect of harmonic convergence, harmonic, shifting the planet's energies. The airbenders were born from chaos because it helps the viewer understand that chaos is not necessarily a bad thing and legitimizes the Red Lotus Philosophy. We are owning our chaos, our insanity, those energies inside of us, because the buck stops here for generations in the future. We are breaking from our lineage for children after us. We are the break in the center of that. We are creating a new harmonic convergence of as each one of us does that, and we are our own planets. And you were creator gods of another planet that's come here, you your own planet. And so you've had this expansive energy that was creator god of another planet. For those of you that think this is really out there, just put it in the fantasy box. Just look at it as a fantasy story, okay? And then you'll feel that energy resonance, because we cannot bring this into logic. And I need to keep very real and very grounded. because I've been called loopy too many times. I stand by everything I share and say. I'm willing to have people come and talk to me. I'm open for discussion on whatever I've been through. And people don't. Wonder why. Because somewhere people resonate with what I'm saying. Okay? So let's look at the Red Lotus philosophy then. Okay? So the Red Lotus is to have humans and spirit coexist again and usher in a new world order by dismantling the established nations and their leaders. The energies of what's happening, of us owning our own chaos, insanity, goes out to dismantle established nations and leaders. This is what is happening. It's just incredible. Let me take a breath in a moment and continue, because I actually wrote here. So I'm taking a breath as this just came through, and I will go and change and come back and come online to see you all. See, this is new even for me, newly bringing this through. And just how good is this that we can all meet up again? We are in the times of the gathering. That's my introduction. Woo! So I originally wanted to share lightly, you know, and gently blend in and say I come from just unconditional love, and this will be the final time I'll be going over. As a Grand Master, I've opened many doors along the way for humanity, and once I open those doors, I'm able to go back and revisit, because I've been sharing, and again another post from 2014 or 15 or 16 come up, and it's current for now. So for me, it very much has been, I've been a forerunner, tip of the spear, ascension pioneer, trailblazer, newly for the planet. And people say, just like you, and yes, we are one, but no, you're not like me. You're not the same as me, what I'm bringing through. And I need to own that and say that to people. Oh, you're like the other. No, actually, I am not. It's just not that. Recently, I did face my mortality of being let know I wasn't going to make it to 60, and that's with doing everything to look after myself. And so I needed to shift and change how and what I'm delivering with you for me to be able to keep going. Hola, Michelle. I'm the respite from the madness. The outside world is loopy. Yes, because we've lived in that for so long. So everyone else is getting a dose of their madness and the madness. Where those of us, Vicky, like us, that have been feeling those energies underneath the iceberg, below the iceberg, underneath the underneath. This is our time to rise and shine. You have got your shit together. You may not feel that you do, but you do, because you're here listening to me. You are so strong to be where you at. When you doubt yourself, it's because you're so strong. We do need to give ourselves a cup of humble every day. Cup of humble, and lighten up and laugh and shift. We've been seeing through the bullshit energies for a very long time, but we had to play the game. Let others play games. We're not playing games anymore. Yet, what the biggest shift recently is, we are now realizing that people are very much, that is their world and reality. And they're not changing and shifting is the biggest shock recently, that I was talking to another spiritual sister with, and with people that, you know, two people walking down the road, one will bing, have a wake up, and the others, no, they're still out where they're at working. We're all at different base camps. But it was a very sudden shock recently to find that with souls around us. So there's been a lot of balancing, adjusting. So when souls come and ask me questions and comments on the Blue Beyond Guide of what's already been covered, I will gently say where I can, please go back. You have 6-7 months worth of live divine healing videos. Be a seeker for your soul. There are so many healings that have been gifted. 7 years of gifting all these energies. It's only recently that I've created new platforms to channel those energies, which I need to share about. I will just table that for now. We're going through another shift, and I'm getting to go back to my notes and read. So I just want to say well done for all you souls with the addictive personalities that have given up from what they've given up when I shared with you recently about these are herbal cigarettes, and I finally made the shift with ceasing the tobacco. I want to add that I always knew I would be okay, because you have people that do it in a smart ass way. Don't you believe that you can rise above the energies of the nicotine, blah, blah, blah. You know, how about piss off and get out of my face? You know, there's so many smart asses around. I've reached a point recently that I had to let each person very close to me, around me, know. I had to sit them down, book them in, say, listen, I need to talk to you. And because my household runs on me with the lives and me living these energies. They're fully aware of our role and purpose, my son and Michael. And I said, listen, I've just shifted again recently with facing my mortality. Remember, this is a reflection of a mirror for you. For you. And I said, I've really reached a point for me to be here. And you really, okay, I'm being asked to share something here. There's one soul that needs to know this information in particular, and I shared this privately yesterday, and I'm getting guided to share this here with you all today. So this is the 29-minute mark, which is 11, that I reached a point of this was not enough for me. Doing the live one-on-ones, doing the lives, doing the one-on-ones, being here, doing this for a quarter of a century, where everything's at, yet here I was, and it was truthfully sharing, you bet, every time, what's happening with the planet's energies, firstly, from spirit and soul. Remember, wait for the other shoe to drop. When you get something, I'm always going to have more. I'm in ninth dimensional energy, so you don't even come close to those little spiritual egos, you little darling, when you're very naughty and you compare, and, you know, don't worry, I feel them, and I just laugh. Shift. We need to get to unconditional love with each other, masters. We're not here to compete with each other. Please, drop it. I needed to find a new purpose to be here because I'd lost it. I'm not going to share that public and tell you that until I've got my shit together again and gotten through what that was for me to remain and be here. That's why I can share it with you now. So if I've reached that, what does that mean for you? They've reached, because there's some of you that are at that place right now. Others are feeling bliss. Others are feeling peace, less anxiety, all their multidimensional facets coming back. Others are at the core front of cuts with their mothers and fathers and families and addictions. There is so much of a variety of our spiritual ascension. We really need to let go of all. We can no longer continue to carry those energies. Let me continue. An upgrade came through yesterday. I shared as it happened. I felt, whoop, gee whiz, we've just come in a planetary new year, and in 24 hours we're already having an upgrade with that. Whoa, that did feel bliss. That was higher heart. All through my night, I processed and I was delivering this here in spirit. My spirit was working all night. I was resting because I'm out of the head and the thinking. It's easier for me now. I've done and slaved and done the hard yards to no longer be a slave, to present, to say, come and add your 50%. It's right here now. It's up to you. It's all here. So I need to pull back more for those souls to feel it, because there's no more hitching free rides. Energetically in the astrals of the unseen, it does happen with everybody around you. I assure you, you may not like to hear that, but it is true. Please be ultra aware. Again and again. And if you say, I know, I've got it, I've got everything covered, no one does that with me, please listen to yourself. Please be open. When I share something, when people share something with me, I sit with it. I go, I'm not feeling it right now. It's only, people cannot share and tell me, I've got information for you. No, you didn't. You did for you. How can you? I'm a ninth dimensional energies in the human and 14 in spirit. They're huge energies. Don't go into what does that mean in competition. It just is what it is. You're all coming into your fifth dimensional. And it's been a struggle recently, guys and girls. I did not know so many of you were feeling trapped in court. I've had 3 back-to-back one-on-one divine healings over my weekend, but it's not really my weekend because I leave 24/7, so I make my own days and weekends. Okay, I'm not living in linear time, yet I'm very grounded. Each day I get on, what's the date, what's the day? I could say any day and feel into that. So people do not really understand what it means to live in service, and that's okay for me. And I can just share, I really do live in service 24/7, and it's a joy and bliss for me. This is my role and purpose. I need to be here on this new platform. Thank you for being here, because I'm not so arrogant that I feel I did this by myself. Be aware of people that you read and listen and anything you do. They're receiving your energy. So many people are still not aware of this. They're still very naive with their energy. They are receiving your energy. Bless, Rhonda, thank you. It's so big finding what we want, who we want to be in this new earth. Your inspiration is so appreciated. You need to be you. I know you know this, Rhonda, but thank you for that opening. Okay. This is the time for positive, as Celia shared. What are your intentions? What are you putting out for the next year? Shift that negativity, people. Another big area, gosh, I haven't even gone through my notes hardly, is a big shift coming now. Let's take a moment. So this is the 3rd or 4th big shift. We're moving on beautifully into 34 minutes, which is 7, God's number. Thank you for all being here with me. Throat chakra, solar plexus. Put your hand on each, or push your energy and intention if you're driving on your throat to heal. Times when we will silence. See that? Choking, strangle. We release the chains and the cords from our crown. That's interesting. Crown and throat chakra, and out to our solar plexus. Can you feel it? The bonds. It's heavy. Lift and shift from your tummy upwards. Release. Tummy upwards, release. It's all pink energy today. Pink, 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 pink. So much deep compassion and love, and let go of all else. Okay, we're doing another big shift. Hello, my beautiful Belvinder sister. Mwah. Wonderful to see you here, darling. We're right in the middle of a healing shift. It's the 3rd one. I'm going to continue. Thanks, Paul. Well done. Keep releasing, keep releasing, keep releasing. I'll see where I'm taken to go from here. This is a very new platform, and I welcome you here right now. This is a great event of a new gathering. We're meeting up everywhere, and it's instant connections, like Balvinda, who just joined in. I met her in a shop recently, and it was just, you know what I'm talking about. Instant. Yeah, please remember, with those instant connections, you're still getting to know the person in the human being. Okay? Remember that. Please don't go all in. Please. You're still getting to know people in the human being in this lifetime, who they are. You can feel that deep connection. But you don't know the trials and traumas that each soul needs to go through. So today I'm going to close the door on old energies, right here and now, publicly. Of release, there it is. That's the old ancient releasing of the emotions. Of the old 3rd dimensional planet energies of fear, no link, not trusting, believing without feeling. It's being switched off robot mode into that fear. Fear or love? Fear or love? Love every time. A lot of souls who've been working on themselves have got different energy connections with those close to them now, and are feeling stuck. Okay, there's a big shift happening. What has happened with each of those 3 back-to-back sessions the last few days was many souls' energies have been shattered. The changes, our world is no longer as it was. We're needing to let go of working overtime in spirit, in processing in the astrals only, or the thinking, because then we're exhausted in the human being. Surrender the old, surrender the old, surrender the old. You being here are assisting with humanity breaking through of a new consciousness. You need to know to let go as you finish old karmic cycles for good. Let go of that person. Let go of contacting them and then contacting you and where they're at. All of that needs to be let go of. Everybody, everything. There's a bigger agenda going on that's been going on for eons, ancient times, that is being played out. That is bigger than us. We've done and played our role. This is time for you are your own planet. And you are God of you. You are in charge of your own planet, of yourself. We need to let go of putting energies and situations and let go of putting them into boxes. Many of you are still doing this. You're aware of it. You're in a process. It takes a long time. Many have been surviving by using the head to cope. Masters, it's now counterproductive energetically. Each one of those boxes of the head of control is suffocation. It's depressing energies when we do that. We're not able to do that anymore. Another huge area of what souls are doing is emotionally bypassing. Wow, did that cause a ripple of energy? So me saying that, I'm not going to answer anything. I can feel questions and people processing. I'm just going to leave those for now because there will always be questions. What does that mean? And how can I do that? And how can I just stop the mental chatter? Ascension symptoms are ongoing. We need to let go of putting energies into boxes, masters, coming from the head. I've been sharing for years now, and I'm unable to go back and reshare. It's up to souls to research for themselves, yet I will do so this time at the moment because there's new souls coming here. Okay, I'm going to go through the physical ascension energies. I want to share with you, we're dealing with corruption of old family energies from ancient times coming through us through our DNA generational. We are breaking old corrupt energies. Because forgiving ourselves and others, our family, is at the biggest energy at the forefront right now. And please do not say you've done this in the past. Well, you can say it, but then let it go. As I'm telling you, this is at the forefront. There's another high vibration. These energies to the planet have not been here before now. And it could be the smallest thing. It could be that you have a grudge or you just weren't happy with someone for something. Yep, that's it. Forgive, 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 forgive. This is the micro forgiving. Yes, bladder, kidneys, body acting weird, all sorts of pains. So yes, very much that was covered in past posts about the pains. The kidneys and bladder, absolutely. That is also part of the ascension symptoms at the moment. Look, this is not a cure-all. Please, you need to look after yourself. We need to take some supplements, minimum vitamin C. There's just so much more. See, good naturopath. If you're not able to do that, get some vitamin C. You can get that. Water, nurture. Eat healthier. Do some stretching. You can look after yourself. And if you're not feeling well, rest and work with it and let the mind stop. Because quite often disease in our physical body is from our emotions. All disease comes from unresolved, unexpressed emotions. Let's just leave it at that. Don't go into it in the head. I've had some extraordinary body pains. It made no sense, and that was it with acupuncture and adjustments and taking everything. It was releasing. So I then tuned into the emotion of that pain. I found its source all right, and I released. And then there's still, it's a process. It's an ongoing. So please do not put, I've got this, I can do this, I've done that. Personal bad luck. They're the words you need to sit with, beautiful Diana. I'm going to leave that energy. I'm going to send you a healing with that, Diana. I'm not going to go into that energy that you're in. Handle all the symptoms and symptoms of you, but the personal bad luck makes it hard. That doesn't make sense. There's no such thing as personal bad luck. Everything happens for a reason, for us to slow down and tune in the messages. And if it keeps happening, there's something, sweetheart, that you need to look at. I can't answer that here. I know you weren't asking. I am available for one-on-one divine healings to be able to address that for you, if you are guided. If not, bless you, accept this divine healing for you to go through and seek whatever assistance you need. Thank you for being here. Yes, Rhonda, you're right. I'm also going to use this as an opportunity, Rhonda. Thank you for that. There'll always be another layer, however much work done previously. Oh, but I don't like to say that now. I've actually shifted from even saying that, because that's the head then, and then it feels like a task. That's what it is for me now, where I'm at, and I'm in a very new space. We've had a big karmic shift recently. Okay, here's another shift. Our karmic energies are coming to a closure in the human physical. I'm just looking through what I'm to share with you next, just taking a moment. We are still transforming and balancing our dark and light, our yin and yang, our masculine and feminine through our emotions. If love is the way in light, then doesn't it make sense that it is through our emotions is our superpower at the top of the umbrella, with all other superpowers stemming from this, and self-love most of all? Yes, it is, as emotional bypassing is what the majority of souls are doing, not realizing and being fooled by their head and thoughts of insanity and controlling energies of themselves. Firstly, this is what a lot of people are doing. Okay, I can't go into that. There's a big shift with that. I'm not allowed to. I've just been told to let that go, just to bring that to the forefront and release that. Take what that is for you. Right. If you've got questions, write, and release, and release, and release. So more of the current ascension symptoms are, okay, downgrades and downloads of new energy information is actually coming through. So let's just take a moment. And you don't even need to understand why that is. Just feel, allow yourself to feel a lightness and a cleansing come in. That's enough. People get too caught up in, no such thing as too caught up. People get caught up in the energies without anchoring. A lot of souls don't want to come into the human body is another major area I want to highlight. And I say that with love and understanding, respect. I was out of my body for most of my life too. Very interesting, that one. And they didn't even realize they went in their body. That was another interesting one. So we'll keep going. Look, I've wanted to throw the towel in hundreds of times. That is part of ascension. Please get used to that. Okay, so I want to chuck the towel in yet again. All right, I've had enough of the bullshit. Good one. That is, you need to start getting blasé with the energies and lighting up and get used to it. The hot flushes lately, insane, off the chart. Headaches for a lot of people. Drink more water and stop overthinking. They're my 2 tips, apart from any medical issues. Stop overthinking with the headaches and the punching of the door and hydrate more. That is part of ascension. The thirst, the kidney, bladder areas, yes. The hunger pains, wanting to eat all the time. Oh my gosh. And then the Buddha belly that comes with it. You know, Lisa Transcendent Brown shared years ago about that. Part of Ascension, buy stretchy clothes. You'll go through a period where your body is, you're just taking in so much information and releasing. It will shift again. Don't beat yourself up over it. Please accept it, go with it, do the best you can. Just matter of fact, just keep going. Lighten up with these things. It's getting out of the dramatics of it. The last place we shift is on the physical. Spirit, soul, mental, emotional, and then physical. So quite often with backs, when someone has gone through a shift, the back will this, that, because you've gone through and your body's going, oh, fuck, thanks. And you go, oh, you let me know I've just gone through a big shift. I had a really tough time and I'm learning to support myself better. Oh, well, how about I just be gentle and tender and nurture myself and, you know. Also, get used to less sleep. Part of Ascension is less sleep. And if you don't and you get heaps and you're good, good for you. When you become more awake and you're sane, you will need less sleep. So what we do is we have naps and rests in between, and we accept that. The more we honor, own, and accept and go with the flow, the more rest you will get, because then you'll get caught up in loops. There's so many old loops that souls are caught up in. The loop of I can't rest and I didn't sleep again. Fuck it, let it go, please. Just accept. Yeah, didn't get much sleep again. Do the best you can, you know. And movement. Movement is needed to shift old stagnant energies as well. Both of these combined is a key to handling, and Ascension energy is the best, about grabbing that rest and naps in between where you can. If you're awake at night, just go with that. Don't force yourself to rest. Go with it. It's a bit harder in these cooler months now. I usually will get up and do something till I'm naturally tired again. Then if I get a good hour, gee, I'm happy with that. That is normal. Okay? So I shared I wasn't going to make it to 60. I'm 55 soon. Big stuff happening on the 16th of October. Bookmark yourself for the Harmonic Convergence, grounding into the physical body. Something I got told 5 years ago, when you turn 55, something really big is going to happen. I did not expect this. I was shown visions of traveling and conferences and books, and that old timeline shifted, and I'm here I've chosen. I don't want to go into those energies. I want to bring in my own new platform. This is the conference. This is the great event for the whole planet. Right here, you with me. And it's accessible to you. Not to be some far, you know, and that's in love and light for everybody, okay? So it's a very brave thing to do, because I could be here and no one could be listening. And that would really piss me off. But that would defeat the purpose of me having a purpose with joining with you. So that was never going to happen, see? So I have various platforms. Remember, I'm a mirror of the divine, of pure divine golden light with all colours within. The dark, once owned, has all the colours of the rainbow inside, masters. And I need to share. It's taken me a very long time to reach here to still be with you, as I did not have a one person to deliver and share what I do with you. I've mentioned this to many of you individually for no other purpose, just for me to share what it is for me. I don't like the there, pat on the heads. As masters, we don't want that. As goddesses, as individual strong souls, we want someone beside us to go, yep, got it, see it, and mirror back information. And I need to state this as egos come into play with the souls of the head energies. Oh, I did that last week. Yes, you did at your divine vibrational level, but maybe just someone else has more to share. We each need to humble ourselves and give ourselves what I call a cup of humble. We need to give it to ourselves often as there is enough unconditional love for all. We need to remember a time in the past when there was enough love for all. And if not, well, we're newly creating this right here and now, Masters. We need unity right now. We need to gather and share and voice and communicate. This is a very new platform, and I do welcome you here with me now in this divine space. Forgiving yourself and families is at the forefront. And this is placing this energy in a new template or a grid right behind you, big circle grid of you, or a mandala of yourself. And the more we get out of thinking, and our head is the key. People are using blame or control words. I have been letting each around me know gently, lovingly. I did call each one, as I said before, listen, I now need to speak a new truth. I am feeling the vibrations of your words more than ever, and I need to point these out to you. So they were fine with that, and I do it lovingly, gently, and everybody's loved it. Be aware of the words, the vibration of the words you are using. People are using blame or control words. Everybody around me was still. Okay? Listen, feel what you're speaking and saying. Pay attention to you. Feel and mean everything you say deliberately, consciously. That's the secret. When we speak from unconditional love for self first, we can voice newly and speak up. It means being honest with our deepest self and being aware of emotionally bypassing by listening to oneself. I've shared in the past about recording yourself. Listen to yourself. See yourself. I know many of you do. It's very empowering. Insanity, ego, lying to self, self-destruction, self-sabotage energies, addictive energies. It's endless to growing into a mastership. So let go and enjoy the moment. It's not containable. This is infinite, golden, infinity symbol energies. Watch and listen to when you say I think, and consciously shift it to I feel will make all the difference. You need to practice this for yourself. We are the fucking change, literally, and we've worked very hard at it, Masters. So congratulations and welcome to being here. Somebody asked recently, how can I raise my health and energy levels? They'd shifted by the time this came. Feeling into our emotions is a great start, as all ailments and dis-ease are from our emotions. I'm not the first to share that, others have too. I've just gone below the iceberg publicly, here with you all to have access to this. I haven't pulled away, I'm not going to die. Yet I have put more into updates, videos, and podcasts, which I don't share publicly, by email, by exchange, $2 to AU, $22. Pick a range per month for you to receive them. That energy needs to be respected, and not, the message was, don't throw pearls before swines, not paper, saying that people are swines. You understand what I mean. If you want it, get it by emails. You don't, you only want the bits that I share briefly, great for you too. My energy, time, and space is now very sacred, because I've blasted and I've died and self-sacrificed for humanity so many times over in sharing what I am. And now it's time to come further here, and you're welcome to join me in your beautiful golden space as well. We can be gentle and nurturing in ourselves, in our self-talk, set energy boundaries with others, and give to self firstly. Stress drains us, lowers our immune system. We are publicly closing our doors on old planetary 3D energies grid template right now. Just see the planet and doors close, 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 close for you. You're not affecting anyone personally. This is you closing off those older energies. See your doors everywhere you look. Doors closing. See it all these doors open. Visualize. Go into the fantasy. Big bubble. Door, door, door. How many are open for you? How many open? Check now. Close that one. Close gently. Protect your space and close those doors. Take a big sigh of relief. that you're a part of this. We can do this together. We are doing this together. As you close off those doors, you are returning to your home planet. If you have not already been through, give yourself 3 days of what I call resurrection energies for reset, recalibration. We just went through a new planetary year and birthing a new timeline. We're still doing that. Read that again. I'm here, still here sharing with you all. And it's at the moment seems still to be Monday lives of both spirit and soul below the iceberg of what is newly arriving in both spirit and soul to the planet. Thank you for being here with me. As you will help me too. It goes both ways. Your energy is precious and golden. Be aware of who you seek assistance or guidance from. It's an energy exchange. Your energy is very precious. We have reached further than we ever have before in the past. That's why this is so big. This is all your past lives winding up. This will be complete in the human physical spirit on October the 16th, 2023. Myself in a live video. I've already booked my accommodation to go away to bring that live to you. Hopefully it's a nice day that day from the balcony. Because I honour you for your service. See, you need to wait. We're getting up to the hour. I just had a quick look just to see how far we're in. This could have been 10 minutes, 2 hours, 10 hours. You know how it goes. You don't want to miss that, because I don't want to miss it. I'm here for it. It happens to be on my birthday. How amazing. Literally 55, what that will be. I'm going to share here that thank you as I honour you for your service, as you are creator gods of another planet, and that planet is you. And it's time for you to return to your home planet here. And I want to share for me that people are saying that I'm doing so much. I want to say this is now easy for me. This is what I've been doing behind the scenes, below the iceberg for 25 years. I had to hide this in the past as it overwhelmed people. Mirror back what this is for you. So turn this around to you. What have you been doing for so long behind the scenes that will now take you to voice up newly and speak up for yourself as to your inner divine truth, to free yourself and come home to yourself as you are your own planet. Sit with that. This is back to basics. Give yourself a break in planning and thinking. Feel into what is fun for you. Sit with that concept for a few days. Allow it to come to remember. It's the basics we're talking about. Doing that alone will create space. Sure enough, what will come as in a thought. As that does, whoosh out the thoughts. Allow it to come naturally inside of you. Clear the space. Give yourself a break. I'm letting know that many people do not get this yet. They want to go ahead. They're too far ahead, and that's a hard bit. They don't want to sit for a while for that amount of time. What is that amount of time? And that is just it. We do not know. We're looking for a benchmark as a final of something. That final something will never come. Essential is continual. It's breaking it down in those moments. When you get to this point, you don't need to go away for a big holiday to escape and have a break. When you live it, you find those moments, have the break within yourself, and many more now being confronted with that energy, with what's happening on the planet, and they're freaking out, they're not coping. Bless them, release, focus on self. This is the biggest block and hurdle. One of them, that's a realization. It means giving up control. And so many do not want to give up control of the head. Due to feeling so much within, they are not ready yet, okay? Souls will open that door to look deeper within when they are ready. When and if, maybe this lifetime, maybe not. Reality's dear masters, not all are or can right now, maybe not in this lifetime. This is one of the biggest realizations we need to make, and really let go of those closest. Mothers, fathers, sisters, siblings, partners. It's so very huge. The energies, the main energies that I'm shifting with people are rushing, impatience, anxiety. Comes in the triple. Here we go, rushing, impatience, anxiety. Woo! So let's do a big violet flame, big shower of purple energy coming down. Do a shift, slow down, release, rushing, impatience, and anxiety. If we keep pulling back, spirit will answer. Keep visualizing in that fantasy. And bring something into your lap. Yet you need to be super conscious to be aware when it arrives. And what comes can be a way you may not expect. So I expect the unexpected without expecting. Basically. Miracles and instant manifestation is here when we surrender and let go of the head and the mind of us wanting to control. Accept peace and love into your heart. Whatever you're going through is a key of divine faith and trust. Hand over, let else go, be in a quiet space for a while, away from the voice of your head. Have fun. We have to laugh and lighten up. Don't ask questions. Allow this energy. Feel into this. Don't ask questions. Allow the soothing, healing, warm, beautiful energy, healing vibration. I've been writing and sharing about coming home to self for a very long time. 25 years. 15 years was a big, 7 years sharing publicly. And that I can keep sharing because that's real truth. There's a lot I won't be anymore. I will say to someone, watch that, go watch that, okay? You need to be a seeker for your soul. You need to slow down. No one else can do it for you but you. Get real with yourself. Look in the mirror. Talk to yourself. Forgive, accept, allow. Forgive, accept, allow. Forgive yourself. Make peace with yourself. Do not give yourself a hard time with your addictions. Please love them, own them. That's how I broke through mine. There's much more to that. That's why there's a super masterclass number 4. 555 is the AU exchange. It's 10 times energy healing that is coming with that exchange. Paying it forward. Those that are meant to are. I think there's a couple of spaces left only. What I saw and planned, what I saw as planned and guided for a very long time years ago, that vision's gone and changed. It's all been replaced to a new nothingness for us to create newly. We need to keep writing these energies to the 8th of the 8th. And then for the rest of the year. People are struggling. I'm needing to change what I'm bringing through now. Thank God, thank you, you are. You're creator God of your own planet. Your own planet is you. This is, I'm going to read out a message to a soul the other day of a divine healing, what they wrote to me, that applies to souls right now. They wrote, I replied, then they wrote this back. A lot of that was from the head and analysing the process, and I say this with the most gentleness. Okay, no, I apologise. This is my reply to them, okay, when they wrote to me. A lot of that was from the head and analysing to process. A lot of people are analysing to process from the mind. Shit, I did it too, and I burst and had to go to acupuncture, and it just rattled me. That over-analysis in the mind is huge. To process spiritually. We need to be spiritually mindful consciously. And I wrote to this soul, a lot of that was from the head in analysing to process. And I say this with the most gentleness, as you are right where you need to be with these energies. You are asking a lot of questions that do not have answers, my darling. Souls are asking questions that have no answers. I wrote, be aware of your head doing loops of the old 3 energies, 3D energies. It's not only you, and I may speak of this soon. You are doing the best you can. You're doing so brilliantly. I've seen you grow so much. Keep writing to release. It's back to basics. crystals on chakras to cleanse, feet on the ground seeing roots to Gaia. It used to be red roots. It came recently. See green roots from your feet going into the earth. I've shared before of the clock removal and protection, the golden pyramid protection in spirit and soul. Give yourself a break. We are in the most massive Lionsgate portal energy times. Give yourself from now until then to not analyze, to let go of all the figuring out. You being you is enough. The soul replied that they knew that when they wrote it, because that was a healing writing to me, when souls write and comment, you will instantly get a divine healing back. I read, I do not reply to all. Please understand that. Have faith and trust in doing that alone. And because that energy is so massive, hence I'm needing to pull back more to be able to share more. Okay? We are creating a brand new space for self. And if one can't write, then speak and record. Keep voicing the old for the new to come, whether writing or speaking. If you can't do a video, do a voice memo, record yourself. Keep clearing older energies because the older visions and plans were all erased. We are going through a big reset palpably. A golden key, because these are golden code energies. Keep asking questions and letting go, and do not let the head reply. Train yourself to not ask for an answer from your head right now is paramount. This is the old 3D cycles, girls, still going around in loops with nearly all I'm talking to. This is very profound, and I did not expect this to happen in this way. I was going off that each would be able to, and they can and will when and how they're meant to. I'm talking about souls feeling stuck in their transition that were not able to do for themselves and needed my divine energy assistance. Wow. Okay, so let me take a moment and see what I'm doing. I'm feeling a winding up energy. I'm just tuning into what that is. How far are we? 1 hour and 9 minutes 19. I'm releasing. Souls are feeling stuck in their transition. Keep asking questions, letting go. Do not let your head to reply. Write and record yourself to shift yourself. There's still the old loops going around. Listen to how you are speaking deeper than what you're already doing. If you already do it, I'm saying go deeper. And I am finishing up because I've written here finally. Many now are feeling a lot better as well. As a soul spoke in the new 144 New Light Paradigm group. By the way, if anyone feels they would like to join a pure divine unconditional love space of 49 beautiful amazing master energies at my angel wings, hold the energy of that space. It is 55 AU exchange per month. That is golden beyond. You get personal videos, you get everything firstly. It is just an amazing space where we just hang, and I'll do videos and share what I'm doing with the Blue Beyond Guide, everything. If you feel that calling for you, please personal message me or email me at theoraclespeaks@bigpond.com. There may be some of you, because I can feel it, that this is being offered to. Spirit chooses who comes into this space. It's taken 2 years. There is no other group on the planet like this. It is high vibration. That's why it's a private new 144. We are bringing the new 144 energies together. If you feel that clarion call for yourself, please email. Please be aware, I also have a YouTube platform of all the live videos there that you can have access to. I have the Blue Beyond Guide Facebook page access that I'm doing the weekly lives and sharing updates and breakthrough and partial updates of the rest of Below the Iceberg is by email. theoraclespeaks@bigbond.com if you want to receive those below the iceberg underneath that recently Spirit said, for me to continue does need to be by way of exchange. Between 2 and AU 22 is the exchange for you. It is time for subscription to that now. Things have stepped up. And of course, I'm always, always available, unless I let you know I'm having a break, of one-on-one divine healings. Personally, I'm about to upgrade the explanation of what they are about on my website. That's yet to be done. However, it does give you a guide of the 2 divine healings available there, and super master classes as I advertise, that are available by the emails and publicly. There are many platforms for you. Thank you for being here, for what you're guided to and what you resonate to. And as someone in the private group said with their shift, it's like all the me's there is. I know it's a word, but that's what they said. It's like we're all returned here in this vessel to complete me. It's like they heal their shadow selves too after corruptions caused all facets returned. And I said, yes, all multi-facets of self. Others are facing their addictions and darkness within to finally own to transmute. And that's another story, Masters. So I just want to take a moment. It's a lot less. Thank you, 808. Thank you for thanking me. I'm going to look now over and check in with myself. Is there anything else I would like to personally say? And I'm going to allow myself that time. I'm going to allow myself the time. So let's just take a moment. The biggest one for today is Ascension is continuous, Masters. Get used to the energies at night, the little sleep. Lighten up with it, accept it, work with it. You'll get more rest that way. There are many Ascension symptoms at the moment of the body. I shared some more before. I've shared some sheets in the past of the general ones. Past, present, future, all here right now in one. We are the ones breaking through the generational of the corrupt DNA and the corrupt negative energies, agendas that we are defeating. Get out of the mind. There are mind control energies. Get out of the mind. Clear your third eye of any dark threads you may see around here, your third eye, and ask the Arcturians to come and release and take them away. We always need to be diligent with our energies. When you believe, listen, and fall in love with yourself all over again is magic and a key. Love you for you, owning all your nitty-gritty bits. Okay, I'm closing off something now. I'm closing off a galactic door of the old, because the new galactic energies personally reached out to me. I've never had them personally come to me in that way. When I went, I need more, because this is not enough for me to remain. And that was as a bigger negative outside agenda going on, and we need to come from love within. And I love you. Thank you for making this as well. Bless you. Anything else? Let me check. Balancing equilibrium, north, south, east and west has been happening a lot lately. North, south and east and west. Yes, High Council. Thank you, Luke. It's very rare, because they knew for me to bring through what I newly did to the planet, they needed to make that connection. So that was extremely rare, because I work with a council of 12 and 9 and others, and many do, and I've been doing this for a while. I just don't bother sharing a lot anymore. I have in the past, but then people think you're just coming from ego and whatever. No, I'm way past that. It's just, this is what it is. Galactic Goddess. Releasing. I see this. Let's go into fantasy, big starship. And when you've come here, you've brought in your little pods and you've parked them here, and it's like, okay, we're done. Let's get back out, soldiers. We're not. We're peaceful warriors of love and light. Let's get back out in our own individual little spaceships and fly back out and do whatever else we've got to do. And I'll see you in 1 week's time, and we'll gather again here for this gathering once again. Love you. Thank you. Bless you for being here. And as always, I am right here with you, and I so honor you for your service, because I see you in the bits that you don't see, because the divine sees everything. Thank you.